Have you ever wondered why?
When?
How much?
What if?
Well, you're in luck, because you're listening to the Hypotheticast.
3 best buds.
On a mission.
To ask all the questions?
And get all the answers.
I was born with both guns blazing, and I do think I'm amazing. You got the dignity to feel a little about yourself. I don't care what your preacher says. I got my own vicious ways. Only got one command and it goes, I'm killing it. I'm killing it.
Hello.
Hi.
It's me.
Hey, it's
Your
David.
favorite friend, David.
I'm Emily.
And I'm
Is that
Mike.
what we're doing right now? Oh, okay.
I'm Mike.
Oh, shoot. I thought that you had both said your names, and then there was silence, and I thought you were staring at me like, what a dummy. Say your
I
name.
said David's
staring at
name.
you like that,
I
but
said
that was
David's
unrelated.
name. I was hoping he would pass the torch on to one of us, but he just
so
reveled in the glory of hearing his own name.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm like that guy where, like, you know the Olympics where they have, like, the torch passing, and, like, sometimes one of them's just selfish and they just take it to their own village and they don't keep running it to the eventual destination.
Uh-huh.
That's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about that
I'm like,
happening.
this torch rules. I'm keeping it for my hearth.
That's how Prometheus stole fire.
He just stole the torch from the Olympics.
Yeah.
They already had it and he just took it.
Mm-hmm.
What a smart guy.
How's everyone doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm under an electric blanket in my basement.
Oh, baby. Here's my question.
Yes.
Are either of you tired of being asked how you're holding up? Specifically those words. Because let me raise my hand and say, yes, I am.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I think it's almost as bad though. Like it's just anything that is repeated over and over again. Like it's almost just as bad as now people being like, so how was your weekend? I mean, I guess we all kind of know.
Sure.
Same as last weekend. Har har.
Sure.
And I get it because I participate in it too. But it's just like, my God, the monotony.
I asked people what they've been watching lately because I'm assuming
That's a good
everyone's watching something, even if it's not on TV.
Or like, have you eaten anything good lately? I feel like food has become a big focal point because what else are we doing besides eating and making food?
I made a pie. On Sunday.
Ooh.
Yeah, from scratch. It took him all day.
Shut
No,
up.
you didn't.
I mean, it was a pie.
You just said no.
I had to bake it,
Yeah, see?
but it was frozen. So I did.
Okay, got it.
So it did fill the house with a good baking pie
That's
smell.
fair. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Tanner made me a cake this weekend.
Was it for being a mother?
But yeah, but it's not because it was Mother's Day or anything. He makes me a cake for being a mom every weekend.
Everett,
Oh
wait,
my
really?
God.
No.
I believe that.
He should though.
Honestly,
he has to
I 100%
now that you've said it.
believe that. I always say about Tanner, he's a cake a day kind of guy.
Cake a
But
day.
making a cake a day, not eating.
Right.
Did it have filling?
No, but he did the thing where he made the 2 round ones and
Yep.
then he put one on top of the other. So there was like the frosting layer in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Tanner going
That's
above
good.
and beyond.
It
Damn.
was real good.
Anytime you can hide frosting somewhere, like that's always a good time.
Put it in a pocket, put it in a
I
hole.
agree. Have you found yours yet, Mike?
Which one? Which
I
frosting?
hid some in your room a couple weeks ago. Have you found it?
No, I guess I haven't found that one.
Ah, well, you've got a pouch
Fun.
waiting for
I guess
you.
we
I'm
know
excited.
what Mike's up to later.
Woo, frosting hunt 2020. Let's go.
Frosting
What have you been up
hunt.
to? How are you holding up? Well, my roommate and I are hiding frosting for each other.
Honestly, let's do it.
It's going great.
That sounds great.
Okay, well, what are we doing with this episode?
Yeah, David, explain it.
What we're doing with this episode is called The Good, the Bad, and the Answer. You know this game. I know this game. And I bet the listeners know this game, but if they don't, I'm going to tell them anyway, because that's more fun. You know what? It's better to be nice than it is to be right. I don't think that applies here. The Good, the Bad, and the Answer is a game about finding the pros and cons, because everything in life is a balance. A balance. You know, I'm just saying it. It's a balance. That was my favorite
Isn't it
Golden Girl.
pronounced Balanche?
Balanche. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask each other open-ended hypothetical questions. We will answer those and then talk about the pros and cons of those answers. So we're going to illustrate that everything is a double-edged sword. There's a balanche to it all. Who wants to go first?
David, can I ask you a question?
Yes, please. Please ask me.
David, what animal would be way better if it was covered in scales?
Cat.
A cat would be better.
I play this game where I say the first thing that comes
Yeah,
into my
you
head.
sure
Probably
do.
for the best.
Because it's more fun that way. So I say cat. It would be better. I don't know what better means, but that's up to you. Why would a cat be
Bad
better?
thing about that is that it just actually wouldn't be better because then you'd have a weird scaly warm purring thing in your bed instead of a fluffy one. Fluff equals cuddle and cozy. Scales equal cool but not cozy. So cats would be a lot less cozy. That's the bad thing. Boom.
Boom.
Well, but counterpoint, the good thing about it is that if you had a cat, you'd basically have a tiny dragon because
Exactly.
cats already have a lot in common with dragons.
Yeah. Okay. One.
They're very territorial.
Yep. Territorial.
They have little dragon eyes already. Cat eyes are very.
Okay,
Cat eyes are
sure.
pretty unknowable. You know, like
I'll say
you ever-
1.5 for
you
that
ever-
one.
No,
Okay. Yeah.
that's definitely a full point. Have you ever stared into a cat's eyes?
Yeah, it did feel like staring into the eyes of Smaug. So,
yeah,
I think you're
exactly.
right.
And they have a horde. Cats have hordes. They have their litter, and they don't want you to catch them while they're vulnerable in it.
So cats hoard their own poop or their
Kind of, yeah.
shame about their own poop?
It's just go with it, okay?
Okay.
My favorite part about dragons is when you sneak up on them and then they turn and they look at you with their big eyes and scamper out of the cave. That's my favorite part about dragons.
Basically, I think if you put scales on a cat, the way it behaves, like it would be like a little mythical creature that you lived with.
Yeah.
And I
think
think
so.
I think it'd be a real treat.
I don't know why, but the first thing I thought of after I thought of cat with scales was then I could put Joan in the tub. And I don't know why that was like, oh boy.
You can put her
But
in the
my
tub
brain
now.
I can, but she would hate it. She'd be pissed. But this way she could I was kind of thinking like Shape of Water style, but she'd be much smaller and I would not have any kind of relationship with her like the Shape of Water. Let me be very clear
I
about
put
that.
Joan in the tub once. It was empty though.
You did? Oh, it was empty.
Yeah.
Well, she probably loves that.
No, she
It's like
didn't.
a
She
skate
got-
park.
she
Did
got
she do
right
any
out.
ollies or kick flips?
No.
Aw. But yeah, scaly cats could be fun.
I think it'd be like having a little pet dragon.
I agree with Emily. Immediately after I said cat, though, I was like, oh, God damn it. Why'd you do that, David? Because the best part about a cat is that they are very warm and very soft and very nice to hang out with in a like a cuddly space. And scales kind of are not great for that. But I think they would still be cuddly, just not as fluffy.
Yeah.
You win some and you lose some.
You sure do.
Hey, Emily.
Oh, yeah. Ask me.
Hey, Emily.
Hey.
If you had to be haunted by a ghost for the rest of your life, but you could choose which dead person the ghost would be, who would you choose as your ghost?
Oh, man.
You can't kill Judi Dench and never hunt you. It has to be someone
if Judi
already
Dench
dead.
dies, no. If Judi Dench dies before this episode comes out, we can record an alternate version of you saying Judi Dench, and then
God,
it'll
no.
be right. How nice! How nice to think about how she could die.
Emily, don't think about it. Just say.
Don't think about it.
JonBenet Ramsey.
What? Oh wow! Oh no!
Wow.
Okay, well, okay.
Never
I
mind.
already
Think about
have
it some more. Are you sure? Yeah, no, go for it.
JonBenet Ramsey. You have to. That's the fun.
Okay. The bad thing about that
There's no bad thing.
is that you would be surrounded by paparazzi. Like, can you imagine the amount of people that would try to get access to that ghost?
They can't see her. The paparazzi
Yeah.
doesn't believe in ghosts.
I think it would get out though. Like, I think that you would tell a friend, your friend would tell a friend, your friend would tell.
Mike,
and
there
on their-
probably actually exists someone who is claiming that they are haunted by the ghost of JonBenet and they're not famous.
Yeah, but I think you have the real ghost, and I think that
Yeah.
would attract people. Like, I
So
think
I
they
would just be
really
like, no, but
find out.
seriously, I'm the person who has the real JonBenet Ramsey ghost. And then they'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, better go swarm her house.
It's a lot like the debate between the authenticity of when people say oh, I have the real piece of the cross or I have the real Mona Lisa, etc. It's a lot of people out there debating the authenticity of which JonBenet Ramsey ghost is the real JBR.
Yeah, I think you underestimate the power of the true crime consortium. I think that there would be an entire Netflix documentary made based solely on that discovery. People would want to come see. They try to peep on the ghost.
I'd be like, you can't see her. She only reveals herself to me.
Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
Oh, I
I
didn't
don't know.
that.
I don't know.
They would just ask you to tell us what's happening. Anyway, yeah, I think you'd have a lot of unwanted fame because
Okay.
people want to know what's up with that ghost.
Yeah. The good thing is that JonBenet Ramsey was just a cool ass person and would be great to hang out with. Great cook, makes amazing music, super good piano player, and just a fun friend to have. So I think that would be nice.
That's not
I don't know
really
anything
the
about JonBenet Ramsey.
that's not
Yeah.
really the good thing that I wanted.
Also, none of that is true.
Oh, I know. Emily, I guarantee you, she would not be able to tell you who killed her or how she
Why
died.
not?
That's her unfinished business. That's why she's a ghost. She can't.
No,
she can't
no,
know.
no. She's a ghost because she wants to tell someone.
Yeah, unfinished business.
Oh,
David, do you
okay,
know
okay.
ghosts?
No, I don't.
Don't you know ghosts?
I don't know any ghosts. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'll bust out my Ouija board later. We'll get on it. I think she would tell you who killed her, but it would all be through obscure signs and symbols.
Okay, well, as long as she's fun to hang out with.
Yeah, that's more fun, honestly, because, like, oh, sure. How's your life going to change when you know how JonBenet Ramsey died? What's going to happen? Now you'll know. Then what?
She's going to tell people, and then they'll swarm her house.
Again, bad.
Hey, Mike,
What up?
I have a question for you.
I'm ready.
If you were the king of an ancient civilization, what would you want your tomb to look like?
Oh, that's
hell
cool.
Yeah. I want it to be like kind of secret, like with a lot of traps and stuff. Like a lot of puzzles people have to come see me. We'll say like a cave in the side of a grotto, like behind a waterfall. Yeah, it's behind a waterfall. In a
Gotta be
grotto
behind a
behind a waterfall, and then there's a bunch of puzzle traps.
Yeah.
That's what I want. And I'm the king of Atlantis.
Oh, wow. You really filled out that fiction. All right.
You're
all right.
welcome.
You think there are waterfalls in Atlantis?
Sure, man. They're in the water. There's got to be water
They're
falling
in
from
the
somewhere.
Water. Water can't fall in the water.
Yes, it can.
Lots of waterfalls in Atlantis. I love it. All right. No, that's canon. It's great. It's different water. Atlantis is magic. It's like Jar Jar Binks' house from Naboo.
I'm the king from when it wasn't underwater. Okay.
Oh,
I'm not a merman. I'm a
You
king
could be.
from before.
You sure you don't want to be Jar Jar? You could be Jar Jar.
No.
Okay. The bad thing is you're not Jar Jar.
This tomb is in Atlantis.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
in an underwater. You go up and then there's air in the grotto, and so you can go to my
Oh.
tomb without having to wear scuba gear.
Okay.
The challenge is not the gear. The challenge is the puzzles.
Yeah.
It's tough to get in because you got to be smart. Here's why that would be bad, Mike. Your family would want to come visit you, but then because it's behind a waterfall, we all know behind waterfalls are very slippery. And I think they'd slip and they'd fall and they'd die. And there'd be a big grave of all your family members that really wanted to come see you, but they couldn't solve the puzzle and they slipped and died. I think making it inaccessible means that you'll probably hurt a lot of the people that you love.
Yep. Yep.
The good thing about that is that dolphins are really smart and they would be able to solve the puzzles and they would be able to visit your tomb and then they would create a whole dolphin religion around you. And that would be pretty freaking cool. Dolphin God.
I want to explain again that the tomb and the way to it is not underwater. So if the dolphins are coming, I guess they're smart enough to do it over
Hell
land.
yeah, they are. Dolphins can walk on land. They just don't want to.
Like it's underwater, but it's like an underwater cave that doesn't have water in it.
I forgot
do you know
that
what
part.
I mean?
I love those.
I do
Those
know
are
what
so
you
good.
mean.
No,
I
honestly,
guess
do, and
someone
they're so
doesn't
cool.
want to be a dolphin god. No, I forgot that you said that.
No, dolphins can still come. Like, and I think I trust dolphins enough that I bet they could still do it.
You trust dolphins?
I trust
do
dolphins
not.
implicitly.
No way. I've swum with them.
You did?
Scary. One whispered in my ear, "Don't you trust me, boy." That was it. That was all they said.
No.
All right. I need to ask a question to Emily, I think, now.
You better.
Oh, God. Emily,
Yeah.
if you could design a planet, what would your perfect planet look like?
Perfect planet.
It would be holographic.
What? Like fake?
You said it as a question.
No, I know because I know that's not the right word. This exact same conversation has happened on this podcast before where I say that word and what I mean is that shiny kind of iridescent silver, but it's like purpley bluey iridescent.
Yep. Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
What I'm going to do is find my wallet, which is this. And this is the exact same thing that happened the last time we were talking about this. I tried to describe it and then I pulled out my wallet.
Is It's shiny. So shiny is the word you're looking for?
No. Ugh. Okay.
It's shiny, rainbow colored shininess.
Does that help?
Does that help? So it's how small? How small is it? Basketball size?
No, it's like the size of Minneapolis.
Nice, but round, of course.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not
Anything
just a flat
else
planet.
you want to say about the planet besides that it looks like a hologram sticker?
It has rivers that are that super, super dark black.
Oh, whoa!
Wow,
Where it
this is an
almost looks
intense
like
planet.
it is just like absorbing all light, dark black.
Emily, I literally think the word you're looking for is iridescent because the
It's
description
not,
of that
no.
is showing luminous colors that seem to change when seen from different angles.
I mean,
I think that's what the wallet you have
It is iridescent. It is iridescent, but it's like a specific type of iridescent. It's like
It's
more
shiny.
specific than that. No.
It's like shiny.
Whatever. Let's just say you guys know what I mean because you do. We just disagree that it has a word for it.
Okay. I think the good thing about that is that if I'm in my little spaceship cruising around looking for planets to bounce down on, I might not even see it if I'm not looking carefully. And the reason that's a good thing is because I think it would stay fairly anonymous and only the people in the know, only the ones that you like gave the coordinates to would be like, oh, I want to go to Emily's planet. You know what I mean? I think it would be exclusive because it would be a little bit of a secret, an intergalactic secret.
Yeah.
I think the bad thing is that I think due to the nature of your planet's material and the way it looks, you would become infested with raves.
Say again?
I think a lot of ravers would come to your planet and they would bring
Raves.
glow sticks and their own iridescent shiny silver clothes and they would want to come to the rave planet. And I worry that that's not exactly your vibe.
You know what's funny is that one of the things I was going to say was that it has mountains that are made of lasers.
See? Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you
Laser mountains, baby.
you nailed the visuals, the sort of aesthetic that I had going on.
So, I mean, maybe that's a side of you that you want to explore, and that's fine. I encourage it. But I'm just saying, like, Rave Life might be a lot, might be a lot for you
No,
to take
it's not
in.
for me. I mean, I'm not going to live on this planet. I just invented it.
Mike, I'm going to go ahead and say Rave Life might be a lot. Rave Life is a lot. There's no two ways about that. Rave Life is a lot.
You're either in it
no
or you're
one
not.
just kind of casually raves. It's a real all out experience.
But yeah, I'm just saying they would probably take over. Constant raves.
Oh, yeah.
a fair warning. Thank you.
Just letting you know that would happen on
Right.
your planet.
You'd either have to institute a policy or something, like check at the door to make sure nobody's got ecstasy or something
Yeah.
at the door of your planet, because that's how planets work.
I mean, no, they can do whatever they want there. I'm not going to live there. So
Oh, you just made it,
Yeah.
but you don't live there?
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
your
that's
your
fun.
perfect planet, but you're not going to live there.
is that what you said? Is that
It's
the
a
initial
design-
question?
What would your perfect planet look like?
Oh, I guess I didn't really pay attention to that word. I
So you
was
just
just
designed a planet. You just were like, here's a planet.
that's what I thought the challenge was.
I don't know. It could be any planet.
I don't know. It's denim, and then I don't know. It's full of pudding.
Maybe some sequins, frosting in the pockets.
I mean,
All right. Somebody asked someone a question.
Okay. Hey, Mike.
Hey, David.
Hey, if you could invent a new sport that would be played at every Olympics, what would it be?
Ooh-wee.
Ooh.
I think it would be, I mean, this obviously exists, but I think it would be laser tag, like some version of laser tag. Like paintball could be good, but I feel like paintball gets too militant a lot of the times.
Oh, yeah. No, all
Like,
of the times.
Laser tag is a lot less like that in that like people are mostly just in it, they're getting zapped and stuff. It's a lot less like actual guns because there's no actual projectiles being fired.
Emily's planet would be really good for laser tag.
Yeah, it's more about sneaking and zapping and wearing like cool clothes while you do it. So I feel like the Olympic outfit for laser tag would probably be that shiny iridescent planet material that Emily used on her planet. And like
Daft
everyone would
Punk
have
clothes.
that. Yeah, Daft Punk would play while everyone
that'd be
did
great.
the Olympic.
Oh, the all of the teams for all the different countries would have their own spin on it, and they'd all have cool helmets.
Oh yeah.
Wait, so you're-
can that be my good thing? Can I say that?
I know I didn't invent laser tag, but I'm going to say like Olympic style laser tag,
Yeah,
which is,
right.
I mean, it's basically just laser tag, but like maybe a bigger course with cooler obstacles or something.
And better technology, because the one problem with laser tag is that those guns never fucking work.
Yeah. Okay. So
Maybe it could be Olympic sneaking because you liked it because it's people sneaking around.
The bad thing is you didn't pick Olympic sneaking.
my choice
which
is laser tag.
better
Now
idea.
tell me the good and bad side.
All right.
Why were you going to use laser tag for a different thing?
No, but it just told you to invent a sport and you
was gonna
didn't
say
invent
laser.
it.
Well, sneaking isn't something I
it's
invented
fine.
either.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it being a sport would be what you invented.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think he fulfilled the spirit of the question, much
All
like
right.
you fulfilled the spirit of the perfect plan, which is to say, maybe you didn't. And
That's
it's
really
okay.
fair. I love that, like, literally the next time someone else had to go and they they didn't follow the question to the letter, I like jumped down their throat. Oh,
What
I'm
do you mean? You
fun.
didn't
No, it's fair. It
laser
does say
tag.
invent, but I feel like since laser tag is
It's
not an
okay,
Olympic
yeah.
sport, like let's
Yeah.
All right,
let's
all
invent
right.
it as an Olympic sport.
You could rename it. Call it Mike Tag.
Mike tag.
Okay.
That's good. I have a really good one that I really like, and that it's every team would have their own design, and it would be like their country colors because it's the Olympics. So like the USA would have like light up, cool, glow in the dark outfits that were red, white, and blue. Japan could have some really cool ones, or red and white. Like I think it would be really fun to custom design really professional, high budget laser tag outfits for the Olympics. The Olympics is also, it's a spectator thing. Like you want as many people to tune in as you can. And what's a better spectacle than laser tag?
I would seriously
Nothing.
watch that.
Yeah, it's perfect. It would just be so neon and so stylized that I think the Olympics really need an injection of that. So good choice, Mike.
Yeah, I know.
It's no sneaking, but it's okay.
So the bad thing about that is that obviously it would blow up and become really popular right away because that is a cool idea. But then it would immediately succumb to lots of doping scandals because it would be so popular. Not like performance enhancing drugs, but just like drugs. Because like playing laser tag while on drugs would
Just
be
doing some LSD.
fun. Yeah. So like you'd have all these people work their way up to the Olympic teams, and then they get to the Olympics and then they just get blasted and embarrass their home country and get kicked out of the Olympics. And it would be like, you know, an exciting first couple of years, and then it would just all fall apart for laser tag.
It'd be a very exciting couple of months and then nothing.
It'd be worth it. It would burn so bright though.
Yeah, and I think like doing LSD would change to being called playing tag. Like, hey, you want to play tag this weekend?
Yeah.
And it'd be like code for like
Right.
dropping acid.
They'd be like, what kind of tag? And you'd be like, TV
What
tag.
kind of tag? You got E, you got L, you got C, you got P, you got L.
Freeze tag.
I said L already. Freeze tag is like cold meth.
David, I have a question for you.
Please.
Assuming you don't get seasick, what would your dream sailboat or boat look like, and what would you name it?
Oh, wow. Okay, it would look like a big turtle, and I would call it Stacy.
The bad thing about it is that every
Yeah.
time you're driving out of the marina, I think people would blast the song Stacey's Mom while you were
yeah.
trying to get out of there.
Yeah.
And you would get so
Yeah.
sick of hearing that song. And you'd be like, this
They
is a
probably
boat.
would.
This is a turtle boat. It doesn't have a mom. What are you talking about? And you get really upset.
I love those people that see a word and they're like, that's a word from a song. And they immediately blast that song. Those are my favorite people.
You
Such
know,
prize
it's
humans.
real. It's a real thing.
It is real. I mean, most people are blasting that song anyway at marinas. Let's be fair. Have you been to a beach recently?
It's the theme
Yeah.
song.
Stacey's Mom's.
It is a positive song about Stacey's mom. I guess it doesn't have much to say
She's
about
got it going
Stacey.
on. No, if anything, Stacey's disappointing, and that's kind of sad. It's a little bit.
Oh my God. No, I feel
bad.
bad for Stacey. Everybody's talking about her dang mom.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel bad for her. It's sad for Stacey.
Do they
Yeah. 'Cause
mention
Everybody's
her?
like, Stacey's mom. Heck yeah. Yeah, it's like he goes over to. Here, I'm going to pull up the lyrics for you. This is important.
Oh, what have I opened up?
Stacey's mom lyrics. Let's go. Stacey, can I come over after school? We can hang out by the pool. Did your mom get back from her business trip? Is she there? Is she trying to give me the slip? So he's just using Stacey to
Yeah,
get to Stacey's
it's not
mom.
good for Stacey at all.
No,
Gross.
it's not good for
What a
Stacey.
little cretin.
It's sad. He knows it might be wrong though. He is a cretin, but he is not the little boy that he used to be. I'm all grown up now.
Okay,
baby.
you don't
Can't
need to
see?
read all of the lyrics to Stacey's Mom. Much like
I don't
you don't
need
want
to,
you don't
but
want to
can
hear them
I?
in the marina when you're driving your turtle boat.
The good thing about that, though, David, is that the turtles would freaking love it, and they would follow you around all the time. You'd have a little turtle party everywhere you went.
Turtle party.
Yeah. I was picturing it like a big, like a houseboat, but the whole thing is just a turtle, and it just kind of floats on the water like a turtle.
Like
and
it's
it
like
looks
an
a big
actual turtle.
Yeah, like very simulated turtle.
Okay.
It looks like a giant turtle.
It's not a turtle.
It's not, because
Okay.
I'm in there. I mean, it's Tum Tum. But yeah, I think you're both very right about that being good and that being bad, especially the Stacey's Mom stuff. I'd get pretty sick of that, and it would happen.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
would. People blast a lot of songs on boats.
You're right. What's your favorite blast?
Boat blast?
No, not boat blast, just blast.
I think the Pina Colada song.
That's a good boat blast. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No,
that's
not
a
boat
good
blast.
No, boat
No,
blast.
Emily,
We're discussing
not boat blast.
Boat
Boat
blast.
blast.
Yes, we are, David. It's too
Why
late.
would we
That's
talk
what we're
about
talking about.
Random blasts.
I just want to know about blast.
Well, we want to know about boat blasts.
okay, fair enough. Yeah, Stacey's Mom.
You would play it to preemptively strike.
Yeah. I would come out of a bigger boat called Stacey's Mom. My boat would emerge from
Big
its
turtle,
nethers.
a bigger turtle.
Yeah, he would give birth
Stacey's
to me
mom
every
would give
time I went
birth.
out on the ocean.
Yes, that's good.
That's so terrible.
That'd be so
It's all for the
weird.
joke of the song Stacey's Mom by Fountains of Wayne.
Stacey's Mom.
Thanks for listening to this weird old episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Answer, also known as Hypotheticast.
You're welcome.
Well, we did it. We introduced it, and now we're ending it. Thank you for
Yep.
listening.
Yeah, you're right. Emily has summed it up well. Now the end has come. Goodbye until next week.
No Questions Asked is our final segment, and I'm about to do it for you. If you were the head of product development at a major fast food chain, what food abomination would you create?
The hot dog blast.
Deep fried s'more pockets.
Bigger Mac. Okay, bye.
Bye.
I'm marching, cause I'm gonna
Theme music by Jaden James and the Hunger. Logo by Christian Hagen. Edited by David Gucci. If you want more of our hypothetical content, join our Facebook group or like our posts on Twitter or Instagram or give us some stars and a review on iTunes or wherever the heck you get your podcasts.
You ready, David?
Haha, yeah, bud.
Oh, wow. What just happened?
I'm just you gotta have fun, you know. Gotta crank it up. Gotta put on a show. All right, I gotta close whatever this is.
Close your porn.
Yeah, I gotta close that porn window that I was watching. Usually I have that pulled up on the side because I'm disgusting.
Whatever, man.
Not that watching porn is disgusting, but the dividing your attention is disgusting.